Hello, everybody. Welcome back. There's a plan. The plan is being enacted. We begin, I think, with some shouting. So y'all have rallied in this rally in the alley, and we start with Knight Elaide Burrell drawing her sword and holding it aloft over her head, and shouting, "For the Lord Regent, for Flan!" And everybody like runs out, and Burrell and her escort rush the barricade on the side of the square. Their brazen attack takes the group of former Black Fist guards there by surprise, killing several of them quickly. They're cut down as the knights attempt to sort of breach the barricade. Suddenly, though, there is an onslaught, a counterattack of swords and crossbow bolts from within the keep. Several of Elaide's companions fall. Elaide herself takes a crossbow quarrel to the chest, staggers but doesn't fall, and she herself holds as her knights begin their retreat. So she's fighting like three guys at once. She kicks one, knocks him down, stabs him in the chest. The other tags her in the leg. There's a splash of blood, and she's shouting to her men like, "Go, go!" And they get up and run. And we see that Cassette turns to look at her kind of in slow-mo as they all begin to flee. Holding the barricade, most of the knights run after her. But the last thing that we see is Elaide. She turns to make sure her friends have gotten away. And the knight that she's fighting stabs her in the chest with his sword. We see it like sink into her armor, and she gasps and coughs up some blood. And grabs the guy with her free hand and stabs him in the neck with a dagger. And the two of them tumble to the cobblestones. They're shouting. There's the chase is given. They run off this way. Elaide has fallen by the barricade. Let's roll initiative to figure out what's going to happen. But if you want to during your turn hide, they don't know you're here yet. So keep that in mind. I just want to get the turn order sorted out to begin with.
I looked at the map and saw this large creature behind us, and I was just like, "Oh shit, it's an ambush!" But it's just Dave's horse.
It's just Dave's horse.
Yes.
Yeah. What is this mighty beast?
Actually, it's super good in combat. It feels bad, but it's stronger than I am. It has more strength than I do, so it's worth making sure that I'm using it.
Can you control the warhorse, Dave?
I can. The token.
Yeah,
sorry.
can you move the token?
I hope you can control it because it's real strong and very.
No,
yes.
I'm afraid
okay.
not.
All right. Let me turn it over to you.
Okay. Yep.
Warhorse. Where is it? There it is.
So the section on the mounted combat, not super well fleshed out, but presumably it acts on my turn because I am riding it and I'm the one with initiative. But I can make it do its own actions because it has agency as a trained warhorse.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it has its own initiative, but you can tell it what to do on its turn. Because it's got stats.
It's weird because it would mean I then go way slower because I have to wait for it, and I'm actually physically controlling it with my body while I'm riding it.
It would mean that Dave couldn't move on his own turn because he's stuck on the horse.
Well, yeah. That is true. Because it doesn't matter, if you're really fast and dexterous, then you jump on a slow-ass horse, your dexterity is not going to matter anymore, right?
Yeah, it just means, I guess I have to, on my turn of initiative, hold it so that I'm always going on the same turn as the horse in the future. So it doesn't actually matter what I roll, it matters what that rolls.
Yeah, let me check, let me just check real quick, because if there are rules for the thing, we should use them.
The section is on page 198 of the PHB. It's just not very.
Yeah, well, let me take a look at it. Let's see, mounted combat.
Oh, okay. The initiative of the controlled mount changes to match yours when you mount it. Sorry, I missed that bit.
Okay. So it does just make the horse magically fast.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. We'll put a roll initiative for it, and then we'll just change it immediately.
I changed my mind. Can it move?
Too late. Too late. The horse is the greatest. Look at this horse. Its initiative becomes 14.
Would you call it amazing, Adam?
So
It's all
fast.
right.
The world's fastest horse. Initiative wise. All right, let me add these prison guards here. So, four guards remain behind. You can see them by the gate there. Wow, they're less good at initiative. And let me just. Sorry, I just have to do another thing to prepare for the fight. There we go. All right. So, in order, Graveris, you can go first.
Okay, so
Also, make sure everybody has full hit points. It looks like some of you are still at sub full on your.
did
But-
we get a long rest?
We didn't get a long rest.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you have your short
Like I
rest.
should be at 27. 'cause-
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
I
That's right, yeah.
would love to have full hit points, but we've literally not rested.
Correct. Yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot that you only took a short rest instead of a long.
I rolled incredibly badly.
That's
on
what
my-
threw me off. Yeah.
So did I.
Same.
Okay. All right. So what do you? Yeah. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm gonna use my invoke duplicity.
Mm-hmm.
And I make a second me right where I am now. So like walk forward.
Stop moving yourself. I'm gonna make a. I need to make shadow you, and then you can put.
Oh,
your
okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay. You can put shadow you wherever you want. There you go.
Okay, cool. And yeah, the idea is that like I'm saving it for later, where there's an extra me over
Mhm.
here. And so I'm gonna walk out to like
Well, let's do it. Let's do it in order because you moved up there and then you used your ability, right?
yeah, and I guess that's as much as I can do because
Yeah.
this is like 30 feet.
Yep, that's fine. Okay. All right. So yeah, the guards they're milling about. They seem to be, these are the ones that stayed behind. The rest all kind of like fled. So these ones are holding the line here. Dave and your horse.
Yeah, I move up close to the corner, but I'm waiting for my companions to do like the distraction. So I guess I use my action to I'm gonna shield of faith myself and just
Okay.
hold an action just in case something comes around the corner to scout us out and attack it.
And what is the action that you're gonna protect? What's the trigger and the ready?
The ready is something moves within melee distance of myself. Let me just move both the tokens up to the corner. There we go.
Okay.
Something comes around the corner, comes close to me, I hit with the sword.
Okay. All right. Actually, I guess you have to decide which square you're actually riding the horse in.
I guess that one. Yeah, the closest to the corner. Good idea.
It's freaking enormous.
It's
warhorse.
large, yeah.
I like looking at the difference between the horse and me.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
This thing is a beast. You're like barely up to its knee, probably. Oleander, what would you like to do?
I would like to try to make it to the tree without being spied by the guards.
Okay. There is
Does not want
definitely
to be spied.
I do not
now.
want to be spied. I have
It's
this
60
boat
feet. So
as my whole movement.
well, you're
with-
gonna have to hide first, and then next turn run for it because because it's an action to hide.
It's an action to hide, not
Yeah.
just try
Yep.
and stealthily walk.
Ask
No.
every rogue in the history of time. It is definitely an action. That's why they have a special
Mother
ability. to make that
trucker.
one.
It is.
That's why,
tis
that's why
rotating.
they have a special bonus action now.
Okay, well then I will take an action to hide and use my movement to get me part of the way there at least.
Okay, sure.
I'm gonna go along this what's the visibility here? Yeah, so I guess I can go to this
Yeah, anywhere within that triangle, you're pretty much.
I'm gonna go
safe.
there and be
Okay.
hidden.
All right, you want to make a stealth roll?
I'm gonna try
Good luck.
to be really stealthy.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn. All right.
Stealthy as fuck.
24. Nice. All right. So yes, you hide in the shadows, press yourself up against the wall. The wall happens to have a beautiful mural of drow warriors on it, so you just no problem. No one can see you.
Yeah, I'm very stealthy right here with these
Stealthy,
drow.
Are you doing the like Kronk like?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, Anastasia, what are you doing?
So I am going to, unlike the rest of these people, just walk up to the barricade.
Okay.
Like right here. I can get to here, basically.
Okay, so you just stroll up to the barricade.
I mean, I walk up like, like worried
Like frantic
looking.
kobold run.
Yeah, like frantic kobold scurry, and then go like, it would be really nice if I could just stay here with you. While all that is happening, I don't really.
You've gotta announce me too. You gotta be like, oh, my master is coming.
Yeah.
Can you,
yes,
hold on, before you do any of that, can you make a perception check?
Sure.
Okay.
Of course I can. Perception, more like whatever that roll
Smurfsmaption.
was.
Okay, yeah. All right. So the guards, you can see that they are these guards are not wearing the Black Fist armor. They have slightly more. I think they're wearing scale mail. Let me check. They're wearing splint armor. So they're heavily armored. They're carrying great swords. They have them on their back. They also have spears. And their helmets are not. They're not human shaped like bucket helmets because they have draconic features. The three of them at least are they're all wearing like helmets made for dragonborn. So they're like armored plates that extend out over their jaws. And they have sort of hunched figures. And one of them, this one here, has slightly more ornate armor than the others. He has scale mail. And he has no sword. He just has an ornate-looking black steel spear.
Okay.
He's wearing human-shaped armor. He's got like a red like half cape. And they all have the claw and the eyes sigil of the cult of the dragon on a part of their armor. That little shield that like goes between your shoulder and your breastplate. Yeah. So you see that as you approach.
So I continue with my bullshit, going like, I'm just a little bit ahead. My master will be joining us soon. Has many things to share. Very interesting person. I was sent through the sewers earlier to find him and bring him here, but I was a little late. Sense of direction was not super good.
So lying at your feet, choking on her own blood as her lungs fill with it, Knight Burrell like doesn't really like reach for you, but you can see her like she turns over and is like kind of crawling, trying to get away, and is like just slowly bleeding to death in the street. And she's like right next to you.
So I look to the guards and I look to the like crawling knight captain, and I go like, do you want me to take care of this for you?
Yeah, the soldier in the armor, because I guess it's their turn next, and so the soldier in the strange armor kind of steps forward and he looks down at her and he draws a. I guess you don't have. Do you have like a knife or something on you that you can see?
I have a dagger, yeah.
Yeah, so
I mean, I have several knives, but they wouldn't be able to necessarily see them. They're just under my robes.
Okay, so yeah, do you have a weapon you can see?
I have no visible weapon.
Okay,
no.
so yeah, he draws from his belt like a curved knife and he throws it at your feet. And then looks at the knight and says nothing.
Very well. And I pick up the knife and I look at my Captain Burrell, but I've moved 60 feet, so I can't do anything else in my initiative order.
Okay, yeah, she just looks up at you. Her face is covered in blood because she like coughed it up, and yeah, just like gives you this pained look. The guards are all very distracted by this. They're all watching, waiting to see if this little kobold's gonna finish the job. Gravaris, what are you gonna do?
Well, I'm gonna show up to the scene here.
Okay.
And be like, yes. And I call you like Flip Flap. Excellent.
Technically, you got to be in one of these squares, so you can't go diagonally through the building.
Mother, father. Okay, so I'm here next to Flip Flap, my kobold assistant.
Flip flap.
Oh, good.
I'm just like, yes, Flip Flap, kill this, whatever she is.
I was just about to.
Yeah, and she coughs hard again and looks up at you, and she manages she takes a breath and you can hear it like bubbling in her chest, and she's like, no, please, and like reaching for you.
Yeah, and I'm like sizing up these guards.
Mhm. Can you make a perception check?
Yeah, I want
Gavaris?
to make a perception check on these kids.
Okay, I'm gonna.
I get 18.
I'm gonna swap a token out because you have a better idea. Actually, maybe this we'll make it the narrative changes based on your role so we can all see. So I think that when you walk up, yeah, this guard reaches up and takes his helmet off, and underneath we see a scary man with his scary man face. He has long black hair, deep red skin, and two horns coming up out of his forehead. Yeah, you smell like a faint scent of brimstone on the air. And you realize, I think, as he steps forward, that his half cape, is covering a pair of like folded like bat wings that are emerging from the back of his armor.
Sorry to interrupt, but I think there's a fire alarm going off in my building. So
Okay.
I will return post haste.
Sure. Okay.
Good luck.
Let's see if this handsome devil, if he can see through your disguise, Gravaris, because you're planning here to be like, you're like, I'm a Cult of the Dragon guy.
Yes,
right?
my lord so and so. I am a such and such. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's have you roll deception.
Yeah, I'm good at that. I want to do it. Boom, an 18.
All right. Let's see if he sees through your deception with his devil's eyes.
Don't see through it. Don't do it.
Don't, Adam. Don't. All right. What is it? It's opposed by perception, I think.
I would assume
I
so.
assume so.
It's probably insight, right?
Or insight. Yeah.
Yeah, or insight. That's a good point. I think we can agree that it's insight.
Whichever's lowest.
Okay.
That one, yeah, that seems fine.
Nice. Yeah.
All right. Even with help.
Yeah, and so when he like pulls his helmet off, I'm like, greetings, my lord. I'm your humble servant.
And
I'm all like simpering and bowing and you know.
Yeah, he sneers, and he says, "I don't care which of you does it, but I gave an order." And he looks down. He's like, "Pitiful knight." And then we see the dagger. We get the focus change, and the dagger's laying there.
She's like gonna die either way, right?
No. You could totally save her still.
No, yeah, the kobold's gonna cast Spare the Dying on her. It's gonna be fine.
I just don't know how this works with NPCs. Like her lungs.
She's at my mercy. I can just
Dying
off her
with-
whenever I want. But she is. I've established she is dying. Lane / nameless warhorse.
I mean, I hear her gurgled like attempts to try and.
I don't think you
Consistency
can.
for-
I don't think you can hear
No.
her being like. You hear like faint conversation.
No, I just passed my turn. I guess
Stick to the plan.
actually no. I ready in action. And my warhorse also readies an action to run in when I hear when I get a signal to do so.
So what you're holding a move action for when you hear the signal.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Oleander.
I'm doing as I previously wished to do, which is while in hiding. I guess I still have to go like my whole double movement
It's true.
to get to the tree. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hide in the foliage of the tree. I'm gonna get like some kind of vantage so I can see up over the barricade. Not that it matters because it's cover.
Oh, hold on. These guys have a bonus to perception.
Well, but I got a 24.
I know.
They can roll a 24.
You can roll. Nope. Close, but they don't see you.
Good.
They're waiting for murder party to occur.
Okay. Well, yeah, I get all
So-
up in the tree and find a good vantage
Now,
point.
hold on. You have company in this tree.
I do?
Yes, you have company in the tree. So you run across the way, and you like scramble up into this tree, and you see
Monkey.
in the tree a young girl. She's wearing plain like villagers clothes. She's just sitting on a branch, staring out at what's going on at the barricade, and she's holding a rather sharp-looking knife and is covered in dirt and blood. None of it appears to be hers. You also notice that standing slightly behind you, like over here, chewing on the spare grass around the tree, is an ominous-looking black goat. And it's just standing there chewing on the grass, and it looks up at you as you climb the tree and kind of bleats like quietly. You recognize this like moon-eyed girl, this kind of weird kid. The last time you saw her was in the weird fishing village.
Oh, so Oleander doesn't
No,
recognize
I do
her.
not
So
recognize her.
you wouldn't recognize her. You just see a weird kid in a tree. We
Whoa.
recognize
This
her.
kid is the best.
Yeah, we
That's
recognize her.
so weird.
And so you clamber up this tree, and there's this little kid here, and she just looks over at you with a knife, and she's
Well,
just
but
like,
I am still like, I think that I'm hidden enough to see her before she sees me, unless she's got like badass perception. I'm
I
not
think
being-
She's
climbing
in the tree with you.
Yeah, climbing up the tree. Yeah, no, this would violate your being hidden. You can't.
Okay.
Yeah, from her at
So I
least.
can't climb a tree and be hidden at the same time.
I'm
Not
so sorry.
not from her. You're still hidden from the guys on the other side of the barricade. It's a small tree. So yeah, she just looks at you with the, and not threateningly, but she just looks over like, and then brings a bloody like finger to her lips like, shh.
And I have my bow like in my hand because I guess I was getting ready to hunker down and like shoot at people. And I'm just like, all right, kid. And I like turn my attention to the barricade, like where she's looking, but I'm keep making sure I don't get stabbed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm just like, weird kid in a tree telling me to be quiet. You be quiet. It's just like,
So Adam,
Yes.
you should roll her perception or whatever to see if she recognizes me, because she and I were pals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or she hates me. I can't remember which.
I don't
tried
think
to be
I don't think
nice.
she hates you. She didn't hate anybody. I mean, you abandoned her village because you all left. So the fact that she's alive and covered in blood and being kind of weird, who knows what's up with her? But yeah, last time we saw her, there was also some demon shit going on.
yeah. I feel like in Oleander's mind, a strange bloody kid in a tree is just like weird and not actually a threat. Maybe it is a threat, but Oleander's just like weird. Okay, like I'm not gonna murder a kid in a tree just for being in a tree. So yeah, no, I just like I'm not gonna talk either because of the proximity to imminent danger. So yeah, I just like weird kid in a tree. I'm gonna shoot these guys when I get told to shoot these guys.
Okay. All right. Well, it would normally be Anastasia's turn, but Casa de Elf is aflame, so it's not really.
No, she's back.
Hi, welcome back.
I'm sorry.
Did your
There's
house burn
like,
down?
well, like there's an alarm going off, but nobody knows from where, and
Perfect.
like it's just some bullshit.
I've had that
you know?
happen. The garage that my house is attached to has its own separate alarm, and sometimes it goes off, and I'm
They're
like,
like-
cool, I'll just sit here and wait for it to stop.
They're like,
It's okay,
it's
we can
from the
barely hear
third
it.
floor, but
Yeah, I can barely hear it. So if you're okay to continue.
okay, good.
I am
All
too.
right, cool.
Yeah,
Perfect.
it's your turn.
So I have a knife in my hand, and I'm standing above our friend Knight Captain Burrell or whatever.
Yeah, Lieutenant Burrell, whatever. She's dying on the street. You want to finish the job, or what do you want to do? Something
I
different?
look up at Graveris, like that one last, like, you want me to do this kind of time, because it'll sell it.
They really will. for a moment at
But
least.
still, there's that eye contact of like, are you sure you want me to, boss?
Yeah, and so it's not my turn, so I can't act.
Correct.
It's the unfortunate thing.
Anastasia, like, morally has no problem with stabbing
Of course,
her right
yeah.
in the face.
Yeah.
I mean, so do what thou willst, and if you don't do it, I will have a thing to do on my turn. If you do it, I will have a thing to do on my turn.
Okay.
This is a moment.
You got to fly solo for this one.
So I look up at our friend guards and go, I mean, it's easy one. None of you want to do it?
Yeah,
No.
and the scary man just stares at you, waiting for you to act.
No.
Okay.
Man.
And I plunge the dagger into Nightbroil's throat
Ah, she did.
and pull it out and hand it over to whoever gave it to me. One of the guards.
Yeah. Were you in your chair or out of your chair when we realized this guy was pointy faced demon man?
I was out, but
Okay,
it's fine.
there you go. That's what he looks like now.
So I'm gonna step forward to here and hand him the knife.
Okay. Yeah, he reaches out and takes the knife from you and like licks the blood off the blade and like grins.
And then
yeah.
I am going to throw myself down and cry and grovel in front of this man.
Okay.
Saying, what do you call it? I know I'm not supposed to be here. I was meant to be back in the other district, but I really hope that you don't kill me because I killed her. I'm loyal to the dragon cult, like I just didn't want to die. And just like that kind of like crocodile tears.
Okay. All right. So what does your bowing and
So,
scraping do again?
Everybody within 10 feet of me, everybody else has advantage against them for the next turn.
Everybody, like including Graveris, or
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone who was within 10 feet of my groveling, any enemy,
Okay. All right.
is distracted enough by my groveling that everybody else has advantage.
All right. So the guards like hold their spears, like what's going on? Like they're kind of nervously they're gonna ready in action, because they're startled by your groveling, but they're not like, oh my god, attacking, but they're just like, what's going on? And holds the spear and like sneers. Gravaris, do you want to do something?
Well, this is the point where I start lobbying for like, yes. Well, if you would just let us through, I'll get her. And so like, yeah, I'm trying to persuade Red Scaryman here that he should just let us through, and if he does, I'll take this whiny kobold away. And so that's kind of my leverage that I'm offering here, and I'm just like, yes, we'll just we have business inside, and I'll just she won't stop until like, so, like
you're like apologizing for a crying baby on an airplane.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Roll a persuade check.
Yay!
Oh dear.
Yay!
Okay. I think
Actually, no, it doesn't matter.
I think here's what happens. You're not gonna like lose your turn. The action isn't your turn, but I think that Saraziel, the red scare guy, he sneers at the kobold and sneers at you for being so pathetic too, and he turns to the guards and he's like, kill them both. But of course, it's still your turn. You can still act. And they were readying their action, but not for a command from him. So what do you want to do to finish your turn when he gives the order? He's like, bah, they're disgusting. Kill them both. So the barricade is like...
The sobbing increases in volume.
The barricade is waist high. In the middle. On the sides, it's like a sloping kind of triangle of trash. You could climb it, but it'd be difficult.
Oh shit, chest high walls.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can spend a bonus action
Yes.
to move my illusory double
Mhm.
30 feet. So it runs up into my square. I'm going to move away.
Yep, that's fine.
Um,
All right, so Shadow Graveris goes, and you pass through each other.
I'm like, yeah, and so he's like, kill those two, and I'm like, but which two? And as I'm stepping back, there's another me running through.
One of you has a goatee.
They all have goatees, and mustaches.
Oh shit!
And so I will move back 30 feet to here, and I guess I'll Sacred Flame a nerd.
Okay.
Yeah. So I will Sacred Flame El Presidente here.
Okay, and it's a dex save.
Yeah. DC 13 or DC 14 dex save.
He saves.
Great, it takes 4 damage, radiant.
Is it? I think Sacred Flame is it's all or nothing.
Whoops. Okay, well that's what happens then. He takes 0 damage.
Okay, all right. So yeah, so you have your like glittering kind of threads of flame dance across his armor, and he scowls, and he speaks. So does anybody speak? I think he speaks Abyssal. Let me double check. I don't want to get the demon.
I
language.
speak the demon language.
Yeah, he speaks Abyssal and Infernal. Wow, he's a well-read monster.
I'm an
of the
infernal person, so.
Underworld. Yeah. So he spits a curse in a demonic tongue against the weakness of you and your pathetic god, and then he is going to use a special power on. Let's see. He takes a step back behind his men, and he looks at you, Anastasia, as he steps back, and his eyes begin to glow.
I'm behind a barricade that is chest high. I'm like 2 feet tall and definitely like thrown on the ground.
He can still look at you with his eyes before he steps back.
I guess.
Do that. Make a save. So he looks at you and he's like,
For one day.
he's like, quiet now, creature. And
He's a fucking Cambion? Oh my god, we're screwed.
Yeah, no, yeah.
And you hear his voice like rasping in your mind as he commands you to be silent.
Assuming that I fail my wisdom save, that I don't fail.
Nice. Okay, so you can hear him rattling around in your brain, but yeah, he doesn't manage to get a hold of you.
Joke's on you. She already sold her soul to some other thing.
That's right.
Yeah, Jenny. There's his voice in my mind. Then there's Jenny whispering something else.
He goes, yeah. Oh dear, don't listen to him. And yeah, people who are asking, you can't make an attack of opportunity through a wall, so it's fine. So Warhorse and Lane, you can go.
Okay, I just want to make sure I do this right. So Warhorse moves at the same time as me. I do all my movement on the Warhorse, so I can easily move. How is jumping over a barricade in terms of like rolls done? I mean, it's a Warhorse; it can do this. It's easy.
Well, I mean, don't go saying it's easy. It's a barricade. It's there on purpose. Well, you still can't move through an enemy's square. So that guy blocking the barricade with his spear means that the horse can't there's nowhere for the horse to go, right? Like just the movement rules aside from jumping and all that biz.
Okay. Yeah, I ride up.
Okay.
Sorry, just moving both tokens at the same time.
That's okay.
I get off the horse because I have to. I walk up and I fucking saw this guy right in his face.
Okay. So the horse comes up, you leap off the horse over top of the illusory version of Graveris, and then come down with your sword on this dude. Okay.
Yep. Bleh. I miss.
All right,
Wow.
so he brings his spear up, and you crash into the spear. There's sparks fly from its iron haft, and then you land on the other side of the barricade. Is there anything else you want to do? Any bonus actions or anything?
Oh, sorry, I've muted myself. Nope, that's it.
All right. Oleander, you can see a grand melee begin to take place.
Indeed, I can. I'm gonna shoot at the red scary guy. I look over to the little girl, and I'm just like, as long as you're, not gonna mess with any of my shit. Like I pull back my bow, and I'm gonna aim it at red scary guy and fire off a couple shots.
Okay.
So I get 2. I have to declare if I were going to do sharpshooter before I roll, and then I declare precision attack. I can do that after I roll. Yeah.
I don't sharpshooter.
Because
You
they
won't
have
hit him.
they have some pretty intense
So much
plate
AC.
armor, like scale mail or whatever. Yeah.
There's no way to communicate it to you because
No,
I don't know
I
as a
can-
character, but
Yeah, but
can
she's a fighter.
also-
she's a fighter. She
also
can see.
don't shoot him because he.
I wouldn't know
No,
that.
let's see.
Whatever, we're playing a game. You can say that you don't think it would be good to shoot the Cambion. That's fine.
No. Yep. Cambions like have resistance to non-magical. You have a magic bow. Shut up, Dave. Wow. Okay, yeah, go for
I
it.
Does
have a
the-
magic bow.
Does 5e treat weapon ammunition fired from a magic bow as a magic item?
I believe
Yes.
that it does.
Does it?
All attacks made by the magic range weapon or magic.
Okay.
Hey, can I use my
Oh.
second attack action? Because I'm level 5 now. Was it too late?
No, go ahead.
Level
I'm sorry.
five.
I'm sorry, I'm not used to being level 5. I still miss, doesn't even matter. Whatever. I don't do anything in combat anymore.
Lane screws up twice.
Twice, 2 times.
Okay, well, I'm going to attempt to not screw up, and I'm going to shoot the Cambion, because that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, do it.
I fail.
You feel real bad.
I don't fail the second time.
No, you hit him the second time.
Okay. For no damage whatsoever, please, bow. And I'm going to use my action surge straight out of the gate. I'm just going to surge of action and take 2 more shots.
A veritable surge of action.
A veritable surge of action, yes. Oh, butts. Oh man, so good. The second one does probably not hit. Don't tell me yet. I'm gonna do precision attack on the second one.
Okay. I was confused because you rolled damage. Okay.
No, I rolled damage for the 28.
Yeah, no, the way it looks in the thing,
just-
I
how it-
I don't see it that way, but that's okay. Yeah, go ahead.
So 19 on that second one.
Yes.
Okay, and okay, so that is a number of damage.
Nope, I got it. I did them both separately.
Cool. And I run out of that many arrows. Got it. Okay. Cool. So I just like look at the little girl, and then I look to the scary red monster and fire 4 shots, and then look back at the girl, and I'm waiting for her to do something.
She's just watching.
I'm very confused as to why there's a little girl in this tree.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm not gonna do anything else. I'm just gonna stay in the tree.
Okay. Sounds good. Anastasia, what would you like to do?
Good question. Good question indeed. Let's see. What can I do? Now I could just hadar them real nice. I think I might do that. But also, it hasn't really been working out for me recently. Let me see here. What could I do to these guys that would like help everybody? This is the issue. if I use the arms of Hadar rather than the hunger of Hadar, at least they won't be invisible.
Mm-hmm.
So that might be good. I can't remember if arms of Hadar is 10 feet. Yeah, within 10 feet from me. Okay.
Yep.
God, this is going to be dangerous as hell. Yeah, I would have to move to like here, but that's a really bad idea.
It is, yes.
Um,
That would
see-
definitely be you getting chomped on real hard.
so you know what? You know what I'm actually going to do?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast Hunger of Hadar, but I'm going to cast it so that the guy at the barricade at the front there is not in it, but everybody else behind him is.
Okay.
That's real good, I think. That seems like a good idea.
All right, let me find that. I gotta favorite this token. I wish I could remember what I searched for.
Oh, it's
when I
a
was
20-foot
looking for it.
radius sphere of blackness and bitter cold.
Um,
Slurping noises.
Yeah, see,
yeah,
it's
I remember. I gotta find that awesome. We were using such an awesome token for. There it is, Hades Circle. That's what it's called. I'm gonna favorite this thing. Copy to library. All right, Hades Circle. Blamp. Look, it's so little. Wham. All right, how many squares? It's 8 across.
It's 8 across,
All right,
yeah.
so that's 1 too big. Boop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Okay.
So I want
There.
it so that, yeah, exactly, right there. So everybody, like the line behind this guy is all Hadar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
But-
basically everyone like behind here.
Yeah.
Okay.
that's the Hadar line.
Also, did you guys use the advantage from groveling and begging?
I forgot.
We
Okay.
didn't, but it didn't matter.
I mean, it
actually
would have
matter.
mattered for me. I wouldn't have used my
It doesn't matter.
guy on the last one,
Yeah,
but
wait,
it doesn't- it
we
doesn't
forgot. So that's our bad.
Okay, so you open the gateway, blorp, and then this way to fill, blah blah blah. 30 feet away, no light can illuminate the area. Creates a warp in the fabric of time and space. Becomes difficult terrain. Right. So it's starting the turn. They take cold damage. Okay.
They take cold damage when it's made. I think.
No, it's any. Yeah, I don't know. Is there text missing? Because it doesn't.
Hang
I don't
on,
see when
any
it was
It
created.
says they
Oh
take
yeah, it's
cold
if it starts in the void. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So these two are going to take 2d6. They'll take the
Cool.
cold damage.
and if it doesn't leave by the end of its turn, then
And
it
how do you
takes
want to
loss.
handle that? Because the spell.
I would like to
the macro
roll. I would
rolls
like to roll the
for
2d6 each time because
Okay.
like
Yeah, roll
the
it.
cold is automatic, but the acid is not. So
Yeah, roll it twice.
okay. But I can still move on my turn.
Yeah, sure.
Which I'm actually never mind. I'm gonna stay there. So okay, so 2d6. Twice is 3 for one and 6 for the other.
All right, let me just make sure they're not. Okay. All right. 3 for one and 6 for the other. All right, cool. So the freezing darkness starts to grasp at them. We can kind of see like this guy half in and out, and his like armor is all like getting lines of frosty tentacle, grabbing him. Yeah, he's getting all messed up. Now the cult guards get to go because it is their turn. So this one is going to use this thing like that. So it's 30 feet. So it hits. I need a saving throw from Lane. And I don't know, how does your illusion work, Graveris?
Oh, it's fine. It doesn't have health. It doesn't go away when it's hit.
Okay. All right. So yeah, Lane, you take 19 lightning damage. Do you wanna roll the save for your warhorse, or do you want me to?
Yeah, I don't mind if you want it.
Okay. I got
Makes
this.
it a bit easier for me. Thank you.
And it's a dex save. The horse does not make it,
Okay.
and the horse takes 20 damage, which
It disappears.
vanishes. All right. So this dragon, yeah, the jaw on his armor, his helmet unhinges, and he takes a deep breath and bursts a gout of lightning that flies out and rips through you and your horse. So he's used his lightning. These guys, they're gonna want to get the fuck out of this stupid business. So difficult terrain, I guess, for this. Well, let's make a DC athletics check, DC 10 athletics check. If they
So
want to climb
here's the
the
question,
barrier.
Adam.
Yes.
Is the only area that is passable of the barrier this middle bit?
You can, I think you can make an athletics
Or
check. You can make an
negotiate.
athletics check to get over any of it, but this is difficult terrain, and this little thing is just a DC 10, like to jump it.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah. So you could vault that with a DC 10 acrobatics check or athletics check. These two piles you have to actually physically climb, and it takes time to like get over. So they're
So
gonna
they have
try.
to like climb, and it's
Yeah, and it's slow. And if they fail, they just can't move from where they are. So they're stuck in the. They're stuck
well, that
in
would
the
be good.
shit.
They should fail this roll.
All right. So athletics for the left one. He's fine, but it means, let's see, 10, 20, 25. So he ends up here. And then he's going to use, let's see. Yeah, breath weapon, you two. Lane and Anastasia, I need a save from the two of you, please. Okay, so Anastasia, you'll take half.
We both dive.
Yeah, you're like, oh shit! So the two of you, you'll take half of this, rounded down. Jesus.
God fucking.
So you will take 14. So basically they're just shooting lightning past each other in these arcs. So I gotta remember to roll to try to restore this guy's next turn. And then Dave takes some Constitution saves for some reason. And then this guy, he's
Show of
got
faith.
he's got to roll to see. Oh yeah, perfect. And this guy's got to roll to see if he can climb over the bullshit here. So
Fail the roll.
here we go. It's really hard. I need a 4 or lower. There's a 3. So this idiot is like, no, guys, I want to do this too. And he tries to climb it, and he's just like, and he's still getting all frozen. And maybe I see he emerges from the sphere, starts to climb, and a tentacle wraps around his body and sucks him back in. And yeah, he howls in surprise, and we hear slurping and crunching on the other side.
And he takes 2d6 acid damage.
He'll take because he can't. There's nowhere for him to go, so he ends. Yeah, he does end his turn, so he's gonna take that damage. Go ahead and he's gotta hold on. He's gotta make a save. And the save is DC 14.
14, yeah.
So DC 14 or take 2d6 acid damage.
Also, he's just like completely blinded
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah, he knows which way is out, but he's got nothing else he can do.
Sure.
You also can't see him technically because he's.
No.
Sorry. So dex save it was. Okay, so go ahead and roll that damage.
4.
Ow! Acid tentacles. Fuck. All right, so little dragon man here takes.
I'm not rolling very well in this D6.
No, you're not.
All right, so Saraziel, if you want to roll for his cold damage.
My dear.
Doesn't Grovarus get a turn?
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, I moved it before Grovarus. Yeah, go ahead,
Okay.
Grovarus.
Reverse first.
Yeah. 'Cause
Don't
we went
deny
back.
me the turns I so richly deserve.
Yeah, get it.
Gosh. Yeah, okay. Move this here. I run back in.
Okay. What's that thing called again?
My invoke duplicity.
Okay.
Oh, did we figure out how it handled lightning to the face?
It doesn't give a crap.
It doesn't.
Okay.
Yeah, it just doesn't care.
Which means that this dude knows that it's not actually you.
Well, the thing about it is that it doesn't matter
Yeah.
for the one bit where I get advantage on attack rolls.
Yeah, the thing, I guess the thing I'm wondering, because we haven't used this thing in a while, it's one of those things that relies on me to just RP the dudes. There's no roll, right? Like your other ability?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. It's bad. Let's be real. It's not.
I mean, the guy you're fighting won't know which one is the real you. This dude does, but
And I think part of the idea too, Adam, is like, yeah, they can they see the one and they can keep track of it, but like Graveris is always moving through this thing and like doing the shell game
See,
with it.
I except that he's not, because it's a separate entity. So, because that's what mirror image is, that you're constantly like shifting. You could make like a deception roll to lose somebody that already knew. But yeah, I think depending on their passive perception, like they'd be able to keep track of you. This guy doesn't know, but yeah, you have to do the moving physically yourself.
Yeah, so I'll make it move through my square
Mhm.
to make it confusing for
Yep.
this guy. And then I'm gonna stab him.
Okay.
Me and my illusion both go to stab him at the same time. He doesn't know which one's the real me.
Okay.
So get short sorted. 17?
Yes, you hit him.
Okay. And I do 6 piercing plus.
But I thought that was only for the one whole turn, Anastasia's turn.
Oh, this is advantage from the duplicity.
Oh, right.
From the,
This is
the
because
switcheroo.
He can't handle the hotness of 2 Graverii
Can
in front of
anyone?
him.
10 damage
So he
total?
takes 10 damage.
Do you deal an extra d6 for your? Oh no, because you're not a high level rogue. It's just the one. I always forget.
No,
what
I'm
class
just a
you
level
are.
1 rogue.
All right, so 10 damage. All right, so yeah, he snarls as you invisibly or immaterially and materially are like poking him with your short swords, and yeah, and you're rewarded by a solid hit. You do indeed injure him. Okay, so let's move on, shall we? Are you done with your turn? No bonus actions and that stuff.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
My
Thank
bonus
you.
action was to move it.
Thank you,
I-
Anastasia, for that cold damage.
I hope that Cambians do not like frigid cold void.
He's pretty into the void.
He
Oh.
finds it gross and leaves.
Yeah.
He's just like, ugh. this is
Cambion
not-
out. All right. So our Cambion friend, however, he's got wings, so he doesn't need to barricade shit. So he's gonna fly. He's going to fly. And he can fly.
He's not the only one that can fly.
He can fly 60 feet. So he's gonna fly 20 feet this way. And he'll land on this roof. So rise over run. That's 60 feet. It's fine. It's 25 out and probably like similar up. So yeah, he lands on the roof of the one of the broken like battlements of the gate and crouches down on the edge. And let's see what he does. He's gonna shoot some fire rays at people. So
No, not fire rays.
oh, he's gonna shoot them at fucking Oleander. He's gonna shoot them at Oleander because you
Hey!
shot him. You shot him with arrows. All
I'm
right,
not that threatening, please.
bullshit.
don't-
You hit him twice. He's still got your arrows sticking out of him. Your
3
magic
times.
arrows.
I hit him 3 times, so that's fine.
So he flies up onto the roof, snarls, his eyes start to glow, and he just thrusts his hands out, and 2 beams of fire lance out towards you. So let's see, you're in a tree, so I'll give you some cover. I think you're partly obscured by this tree, like in a bush. What's your armor class normally? 14. All right. What do we think being in a tree is? Let me look at the.
What's being in a tree?
What is being in a tree?
I'd call
So
it cover. I'd call it cover.
It's soft cover because you're hard to see, but the tree doesn't actually stop the scorching rays very well.
Yeah, it's probably just a +2 AC.
That's half cover rather than 3/4. 3/4 is a portcullis, an arrow slit, or a thick tree trunk. Okay, yeah, so half cover. Sounds good. Okay, so you got a +2, so your AC is 16. Here comes the lasers, the burning fires of hell. Beam number 1,
Please don't hit me.
a 17
Oh,
for
God.
11 fire damage,
Thanks.
and then the second one, 14, so he misses. The tree is on fire.
The tree's on fire. Got it.
The kid, I think she says to you, like the tree, like you get blasted and then the tree gets hit and then fire starts, and she looks at you and she's like, tree's on fire. And
Yeah.
hops down from the tree. Like maybe you should get out of here. Let me find
I'm not an idiot.
It's true. It's true.
Is
Okay.
it though?
Yeah, you have average human intelligence. You're officially not an idiot.
Shut up.
It's your turn, Lane. What would you like to do?
I'm going to swap to my shield and sword, and I'm going to heal myself because I'm on 2 hit points.
Okay.
Wow. I'm on 27. And can I do anything with the bonus action? No.
Okay. All right, so you juice up your batteries again. Oleander, it is your turn. The tree's like kind of on fire.
The tree's just a little on fire.
You could spend a round or two still in the tree before it endangers you, but it's definitely on fire. Because again, like it's a tree, so it's made out of wood, so it burns, but it's also a living tree, so it's burning slowly and not very well.
All right. Well, what I'm gonna do is tell me if this is completely ineffective and dumb, but I can cast darkness in a 15-foot sphere that creatures with dark vision can't see through, but I would be aware of where this sphere ends and begins because it's my magic, right? So then I could use the sphere to like poke out, shoot at something, and then go back into it.
Yes, but if you did that, I mean, yeah, they would have a chance to guess where you were, but that'd be the same. That'd be the same.
15-foot radius sphere of darkness. I could be anywhere within it.
Yes, totally. I think though, like once you go like deep into the sphere, it doesn't say anything in the spell about you knowing where the edges are. But yeah, we've been pretty loose with it before, so yeah, I think that's fine. Tactically, it's your spell. It's cool.
Yeah, I
Like
really don't want to advise things on other people's turns and stuff, but we really need to start killing these people because they do so much more damage than us. We're going to lose in a battle of attrition.
I mean,
like super bad.
It seems like that's going to happen either way.
Yeah, I think we're kind of fucked, but I don't know.
We've said that before. High hopes, everyone.
Yeah, don't worry. Lane and Graveris will escape.
I'm going to then just use my entire movement to get the fuck in this alley and I guess hide later because I don't want to get shot at by rays of fire.
Okay, are you just like jumping out of the tree and then running?
Yes.
Okay, because it's, I mean, when you got 60 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's 50 feet.
I mean, if you just drop out of the tree and roll, you'll take a d6 of damage, but then you can run the full distance.
Don't I? Am I not able to jump the amount of strength that I have without getting harmed?
That's across or up. You're jumping down. Gravity is like, yes, come here. It wants to embrace you.
I can jump out of a tree and it doesn't hurt me.
It does. You just don't realize you're taking 1d6 damage when you jump 10 feet out of a tree. You got more hit points than that. Literally, you are falling 10 feet. The rules say if you fall 10 feet, you take a d6 damage.
Okay, then I will climb 10 feet down the tree and then be at the base of the tree and move 50. The rest of my movement, which is 50 feet,
sure, perfect.
To there.
That is a good opportunity to also do a thing. Okay, so you clamber down out of the tree and dash back towards the alley.
Yes.
Okay. Anastasia.
I am very worried. But aside from that, I have the ability to Misty Step.
Hell's yeah,
so
you do.
I will
Bloop.
Misty Step my ass over here.
Okay.
And then I will Eldritch Blast ×2 our friend in front of Lane.
Okay. Sounds good.
Because I can do that.
You sure
Pow. Pack Tactics. Advantage.
Okay,
17 and 19.
Pack Tactics means 2 hits.
Sweet. So that's a 5 and a 13. For a total of 18 force damage.
Yeah, and he's like staggering, getting blasted with force beams.
Once again, I of course disappear in a cloud of butterflies.
Awesome. Cool. All right, let's roll. Can you roll the cold damage for this poor idiot?
Oh yeah, he's still in the thing.
He's like, help! These infernal tentacles.
7.
He's trying to climb out of the the pit of darkness, and he's getting messed up for it. And then I'll make an athletics check and see if he can climb out. Survey says, come on, idiot. There we go. All right, so he's gonna go 10, 20.
I don't know if it's relevant, but the void is also difficult terrain.
No, because it's when you enter the void.
Okay.
Okay, so he's
Sounds very cool.
staggers out. It's a name of a terrible movie with really good credits. Seriously, watch the opening credit sequence to Enter the Void. It's great. The rest of the movie's garbage. And
Alrighty
then
then.
he's gonna try to kill Lane with a sword.
Okay.
Here comes sword number 1. That's not a good roll. You suck. And here comes another one. That's also a shitty roll. So he just and he's all disoriented and he pulls his weapon out and he takes a swing and it clatters off of your armor. You're good. You're good. The other guards, I got to roll. So the one closest to Lane, recharge on a 5 or a 6. So he recharges his breath weapon. Boop, boop.
Oh joy!
I love recharged breath weapons. Those are my favorite.
He'd have to move, and there's a bunch of like bullshit terrain, so he's not going to use his breath weapon. But he is going to fight Lane. He's going to fight you with his sword. Here comes sword number 1. Sword number 2. Nothing. Okay, so you're
Nope.
just like the hobgoblins of yore. The two of you, you're fighting off these 2 dragonborn, these cultist guards. You're doing okay. Now this guard, he's going to see if he recharges his breath weapon. He does not. And then he will attack a Gravaris. So I'm just going to roll a d6. 1 to 3, it's the double.
Yeah, 50-50.
Okay, so the
Great.
first swing he aims at you. And if he misses, he has no reason to believe that it's not like a real target. I'll just roll again.
My AC is 16.
16. Okay, so he hits you for 12 slashing.
Ow.
Yes, ow indeed. And now he's aware. But if you switch places a thing again, I'll do the roll. So if you
Yeah, as long as I pass.
as long as you spend some of your movement, and I think that's fair. So he lashes out and he hits you, and he's like, ha, got you, and snarls through his helmet. Gravaris, it is your turn.
So I've done 10 damage to this guy in front of me,
Yeah.
and in return he did me a 12 of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Does not look good. That was like pretty average roll for him too. Yeah. Ouch. Okay. I'm going to disengage.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's my plan, and then I'm going to move 30 feet.
Okay.
Do we split up? I don't know. What do we do?
Yeah, feel free to split up.
Okay. So I end up here, and I make my little double move with me.
Okay.
Yeah. And like, they're both like moving simultaneously, and there's this weird, like one slows down a bit to let the other pass through them, that kind of thing.
Okay.
It's confusing.
All right. Saraziel. What would he do? Okay, I think I know what he's gonna do. So the only real visible targets here are the kobold and the paladin. And the kobold is already he's gonna attempt to charm Lane.
Is he cackling maniacally the whole time?
No, but he is regretting that there are such interlopers in his domain.
Interlopers.
He's sick of your interloping. To make a DC. Hold on, is he close enough to you? I think he's gonna have to fly down first.
Yeah, he's up on top of the building.
If he wasn't on top of the building, sure. So he steps off the building. His wings unfold and he floats to the ground, and then he looks at you and he hisses, "Paladin." And like you feel your attention turn towards him, and make that DC 14 Wisdom save, please.
Okay, I'm gonna spend inspiration on this one.
Yeah. Resist the darkness. Oh no! Oh no! Do you want to describe what it looks like when Lane gets charmed by a Cambion?
I don't know. I guess it's more on it than me.
I'm turning it over to you, Dave, to narrate because I think that's a thing.
I don't know. I cut my own head off with my sword, I guess.
Weird. That's a little aggressive. I mean, is it obvious? Like, do your eyes start to glow? Do you like take on a fiendish aura? Or is it just like a flash over your eyes for a moment before your body language changes?
Yeah, like he's turning around to shout something to everybody, with the shield up, and like suddenly, like his eyes kind of like close. They like roll up a bit in his head, and like both his arms like kind of drop from a defensive posture.
Okay, cool. Well, we'll find out what Lane does on his turn after we take a break. Let's take a few minutes here, gather our wits about us, and we'll see what happens in the great Cambion half dragon guard battle.
Gather our wits about us and die.
Stick around. We will be right back.